Hey guys, NoModMaster here. Next on the list at number 15 is the Slog. The Slog has an area rank of 46 and a height limit of 10 floors. The Slog is also a caravan merchant stop for dock weathers. So when you guys first discover this settlement, you'll need to talk to wise men in order to get a quest that unlocks the workbench. I'm going to fast forward though and show you what the settlement looks like once I've completed that quest. So the Slog is very unique because it's the only settlement in the Commonwealth that has a tarberry farm. It's also run by a group of ghouls. They used to live in Diamond City until the mayor kicked them out. One of those ghouls is Deirdre, and she'll offer you supplies to trade. So between Deirdre and Doc Weathers, this is a great early on settlement to get yourself established for your game. So the settlement is actually built in the ruins of the Middlesex County public swimming pool. This is the interior of the pool house, and the settlers have most of their beds in here. Keep in mind, you cannot sleep in these beds, you cannot scrap them, so you'll have to just leave them where they are and create that as their bedroom. So there's another side over here. This looks like this used to be like the shower room and the bathrooms, the men's and the women's side. So here at the front of the building, there's not too much room. There's just a little bit of space in case you want to build a wall or something, but you can actually build all the way down here to the corner in the middle of the road. But be careful though, there's lots of aggroing that will happen here due to the gunners and the forge that live nearby. They'll often attack your settlement, and that's something you'll have to be prepared for when you start building here. Now you guys might have noticed that the area ranks starting with settlement number 17, aka Abernathy Farm, leading up to the Slog, have very similar area ranks. They're almost the same size. So just keep in mind that the area rank I provided is about as accurate as I can get. But there's still a chance that these three settlements might rank in a slightly different order. So as you guys can see, there's a decent amount of stuff in this settlement that you can scrap. I often scrap the trees and like these fences, for example, because these fences just make the settlement feel smaller. Oftentimes I see people build inside of the fences and then lose those extra couple feet on the outside. I would delete all those and also move the farm and give yourself a ton more room to build. This settlement feels small because there's a pool in the middle, which is like a big hole, and then there's this farm and there's trees and fences. Just delete all of this and start with a nice big open space. Obviously the farm you could keep if you want, but it's in a nice flat area and I prefer to build there. So keep scrapping all of this junk. There's lots of metal and wood that you'll get from here. This is actually a cool feature that I sometimes don't scrap, which is this park, because you really don't have parks very often in your settlements. I know Sanctuary actually comes with a park. So this is probably one of only 2 settlements that actually comes with a park that I can think of. So one of the great things about the pool house is that it's not destroyed. Usually I only fast forward and show you guys pre-war structures that have been repaired. But today I'm going to make an exception because I want to show you a really handy tip when it comes to building in the Slog. So in Fallout 4, it is not very common to have workshop access to an entire room below ground level. That is exactly what you have here in the Slog. What you can do to utilize more space and build above the pool is you can place floor tiles. What I did is I actually kept the tarberry farm down here so that the settlers could still have access to this area. And then they have little ladders so that they can come back up. If you're careful, you can also place those floor tiles perfectly so that they don't cover up the lights next to the edge of the pool. Another thing to keep in mind is that the pool house's roof is pretty much flat, outside of just a few little features you might have to build around. Another thing to note too about the settlement is that it does come with an armor workbench. And that pretty much concludes my video for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.